Good morning, everyone. This is Lori with 3 Keys Astrology. I'm an advanced intuitive astrologer, encouraging you to come and study astrology with me. It's a worthwhile investment. You'll be surprised the things that happen to you when you work in this metaphysical world. It's pretty incredible. And once you learn with me astrology and then begin your practice, you'll see what I mean. People will pop into your orbit from all over the world, and the work is very enjoyable. You get to work from home, make your own schedule. So get on board, get over to www.3keysastrology.com and click on that first learning module. You can pay for all 5 at once. There are 4 necessary for you to become a professional astrologer, but there's a 5th star module that is pretty fun, and you can't take that module unless you do the first 4. So the 3 keys of astrology are the tenets of your mind, body, and soul. They actually literally represent your sun, moon, and rising sign. And this is your weekly forecast for January 14 through 20. My forecasts run Saturday to Saturday, and I encourage you to watch last week's forecast if you haven't seen this, because the energy is cyclic and it always builds on the week before, as is the truth of our lives. The most important event this week is that Mercury will go direct. So last week I spoke about the importance of healing, and that there's a lot of healing on the planet being offered right now to us. And I encourage you to get to the spa. Go try some cryotechnology. Go get acupuncture if you've never done it before. Don't be in pain, and don't be involved in painful relationships. Why would you waste your life? Why? Why would you spend your time with people that keep pulling you down and making you feel miserable? Why? This is a major theme, and I can tell you that those of you that have a stellium in Capricorn or 3 keys, it is your birthday, you'll be very agitated by Arians and Geminians this week, and this month really. So clean up your friend circle, choose to work in environments where you're not in mental contests. This is your birthday after all. And those 2 types can really get under your skin, and will especially this week. Now, if you're Sagittarian and your 3 keys are in Saggy, or you have a stellium there, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, come study astrology number 1. Number 2, comment below. I've been very busy. I promise I will get to your comments. And put your birthday details down there, or come and get a reading. Then you'll emphatically know your 3 keys, and these forecasts will be much more valuable. So not only am I warning Capricorns to beware of Gemini people and Aries people, but I'm warning Sag to watch out. Gemini can really get under your skin too. So Mars moved direct last week. That's a very big deal, and that can make more energetic Gemini people who already have a tendency for superficiality. I'm sorry, it's true. And be involved in their hands in too many people's pockets and too many things at once. And that's distracted energy. That's aggravating. Those of us, especially we earth and water signs, cannot stand the hyperactivity that Gemini sometimes embody. And it's just noise all the time. Noise, chaos, going from here to there, to here to there, never finishing anything. So that's a big deal. And that really gets under the skin of Capricorn. And Sag and Gemini are already oppositional natures. Sag is a much more educated thinker and more philosophical in general. So please know, I'm not picking on you, Gemini. There's many Geminis who have lots of good earth energy that are not this, they flit around like annoying, I would say. Annoying. Yeah. Okay, so Mercury goes direct this week. Now, in the theme of healing and health and getting better and surrounding yourself with better people and living well, Mercury's it's going to go direct this week. It happens on Thursday. And that, while it's still retrograde, this forecast, Saturday the 14th, until we get to Thursday, do write those apology letters. Do put in writing. Do make amends. Do call up your people that you're in debt to. Set yourself free of being indebted to fights and discord. You don't need it. Nobody needs it. Saturday the 14th, from 6 o'clock in the morning on, is actually a little bit rough. So beware if you live with liars. And the first question is, why are you? The moon is in conjunct Neptune, which can mean scheming energy and people that are telling you one thing, doing another thing, and pretending that they care and sharing themselves without you in lots of indiscretion. So the other thing is, later on though, if you're lucky not to be involved with these sorts of schemers and liars, we're finally going to have the moon in a trine to Saturn, which is a complete antithesis. And this is, you don't have to worry at all on Saturday if you're already involved in good, strong, committed, moral relationships, because moon trining Saturn is that solid family, that family of dignity, that family of function, that family that we can count on to be stable and sure. That's excellent. Though, back to that moon in conjunct Neptune of deception, we also have Venus in a square to Uranus. And because Mercury is still retrograde until Wednesday or Thursday, depending on where you live, Venus squaring Uranus can be very dangerous for love and money. Don't take risks because endings are going to happen. So, if, people do stupid things and we get ourselves in trouble. So if you're behaving in a way Saturday that is going to take a risk against your fiance or your husband or wife, or you've got some extra money and you're going to go gamble, don't do it. This is not a good time to do it. Also, the sun and moon are squaring each other, which automatically makes couples in feeling some sort of distress. Excuse me, please. So I would say that Saturday the 14th is not at all good for rocky relationships, because the energy is that love, hate, obsessive energy that can really escalate like crazy with Uranus and Neptune being involved in the sun squaring the moon. So the question of the week is, why are you involved in these hard relationships? I'm going to be Mama Carvelli and Grandma Carvelli for you right now as I tell you why. Life is too nice. There's too many nice people out there and too many kind and loving people who would love to be in love and would love to meet you. So because it's January 1st and because we still have Saturn in a square to Uranus, us reconciling our past to our future, lots of good purging energy is going to come in and happen this week. I think this week's going to be very hard for Scorpios and Tauruses especially, and Capricorns who are agitated by those Arians and Geminians, and Sagittarius agitated by Pisces and Geminis. All right. Sagittarius is straight. They're arrow. They're truthful. They're honest. They're forthright. They're good people. And they can't stand the wonky ambivalence and indecision that Pisces often clouds themselves and others with. And they can't stand the two faces of Gemini that want to talk about nonsense or gossip on the phone or put other people down. That's just not what Sag does. So that's a warning. Okay. So again, Mama Carvelli saying, why would you be involved with people who two-face you, who double talk, who go behind your back, who thieve your sanity and your peace? Just don't do it. January 2023 is all about new beginnings, so purge and get rid of that circumstance and don't live that life. There's lots of fresh air blowing in to help in these winds of change for you. So no stress, no strife, and get rid of the hell that selfish individuals bring us. And anybody that's walking out the door, anybody that's lying behind your back or stabbing you in the back or telling you one thing and then absolutely living secret lives, why do you need them? People don't change. People will keep doing what people do. And if they keep showing you that's who they are, then why? All right. So finally, on now Sunday, And for a little bit more aggravation for these disabled couples. So if you got yourself in a murky mess on Saturday because you didn't listen to this video or you didn't hear it or you're involved in these obsessive relationships that are dysfunctional, you'll have more aggravation because the moon is squaring Pluto. And again, that's you jumping into the fire of anger, jumping in and trying to go after or change these people that are hell-bent on being ugly. Just let them be. Ugly likes to be ugly. You don't have to be. Okay. You can tell I've had a little coffee, so excuse me. And my vitamins, so I'm kind of revved up. The nice thing is, finally, on Sunday night around 8 o'clock p.m., we have some resolve. And if you work the night shift, or if you're a writer, or if you're correcting a manuscript, or if you're doing your taxes, or if you're doing anything that's mental, there's some really good energy flying in at the end at 8 o'clock on Sunday night. That is the moon in a sextile to Mercury. And that's really for we that write, getting analytical, we that analyze for a living, we that are looking at spreadsheets and accounting. And this is excellent energy for all problem-solving matters. So even if that's not your profession, writing or accounting or problem-solving or legal resolution, it's excellent if you like to sew. It's for fixing things. It's for repairs. It's for anything that reconciles your mind to your feelings. Really good stuff. Love it, love it, love it. Unfortunately, the energy flips back a little because Monday the 16th is filled with more hot emotions and potential for turmoil where family is concerned. And this is the part where Scorpio is going to get unhinged. The moon is moving into Scorpio. And you can get hurt. You can be really upset. You can be feeling very betrayed and you can get very suspicious. So if any of your 3 keys are in Scorpio, your sun, moon, rising sign, or you have a stellium of planets that are Scorpio, I'm thinking of this sweet girl named Tara that I met in Erie. And she is a super Scorpio that we together, my students and I, are probably going to analyze and invite her in to hear the scoop of what astrology can do for you. So I'm thinking of you, Tara. Stay away from nasty people this week. Moon Scorpio is in conjunct Chiron, which is opposite Uranus. Now, as far as health goes and medical goes, this is stroke energy, friends. This is sudden death and heart attack. This is most troublesome for the female population, and there's a higher probability for it. Difficulty for family is in that moon is in a square to Saturn. So unlike Sunday or Saturday, when the moon was harmonious to Saturn, we on Monday can see lots of conflict and very big problems. Hard and difficult obstacles and situations for family, most especially you that are Scorpio, Capricorn, Aries, and I would say Taurus. The moon also squares Venus, and she's in Aquarius, so this is difficulty for Aquarians, especially with Scorpios and especially with Tauruses. Mercury is also going to be squaring Mars, and outright that is the indication for fights, physical, verbal, and mental anguish. We will fight, so there's too many oppositional energies, and this pertains especially to what I warned you, Capricorn with Geminis. So, and it's a clash of authority and especially juvenile delinquency. So that's a warning. If you've got kids that are rebellious and antagonistic, if you work in group homes, children's homes, or with a juvenile delinquent population, expect them to be very bratty and very bad on Monday. On Tuesday, I've got a warning again for Sagittarius and Capricorn. Scorpio, you're still in the thick of it. Wars with people that are Gemini for Sag and Cappy. But things do improve for most of us on Tuesday. So the energy is great now for resolving problems and letting go of the past. With Moon in Scorpio, purging is really important. Go take a round. What's in your house that's old? What's moldy? What's worn out? What's weathered? What's stifling your space and cluttering up your life? Because you can't have a clear mind or clear energy and clear humidors when you're living with stagnant, old, yucky. Any of you hoard? A lot of Scorpios hoard, a lot of Tauruses hoard. People that hold on to things can be Capricorn, Venus, Virgo. You got to let things go. Why don't you give yourself the gift in 2023 to have a fresh, clean, brand new home? Slap some paint on the wall. Mercury retrograde and Mars going forward until this week, Thursday, is excellent. Slap on some new paint, paint some trim, put up some patch drywall. Make your home look nice. These are great cures when the moon is in Scorpio. And emptying out those closets, those rooms, those attics and basements for sure. So Thursday's great for resolving problems, because the moon is in Neptune, which is one of my favorite vibes, overnight. And that's Tuesday, overnight, that promises very sweet dreams. So contact your spirit guides, praise to your loved ones gone, ask your guides and angels to come and speak to you, and do dream journal. That's delicious energy. I ask you to purge because we're reconciling the past to the future once and for all with Saturn squaring Uranus. We've got the sun and moon in a nice sextile. So I really love Tuesday mostly. It's excellent for cooperative energy, and this is great for making babies. So if you want children or more children, when the sun and the moon come together, that's wonderful for couples in love. The moon is also sextiling Pluto, and this is immense healing energy, which if you haven't seen the video for last week, please go see it. There's some prominent, huge healing energy for all of us. The moon is also in a trine to Jupiter, which is great. Blessings, especially for Sagittarians, Arians, and Leos, if any of your 3 keys are there, or you have a stellium in those planets. This is powerful healing vibe for the whole nation. And so, again, I encourage you to get to the spa, try cryotherapy, try acupuncture, get some Reiki healing, and try some alternative methods. Get yourself to a sweat lodge. It's incredible and is great for the signs I just mentioned. And don't forget, though, overnight this night on Tuesday, we're going to have the moon in opposition to Mars. So again, there's my warning for Sagittarian, especially any conflict that you'll have with Gemini or Gemini issues. Just don't fight. Try to remember this forecast and just don't fight. Now on Wednesday or Thursday, Mercury goes direct. And so now, this is when you can submit your manuscripts to your publishers. This is when you can ask your boss for a raise. This is when you can do good car repairs and get things done without having problems. This is when you can buy electronics without having problems. But you should know that the moon is going to be opposite Mars. So you really have to watch your mouth. And with Mercury in that opposition too, like I told you the night before, it's better not to instigate anything. It's better to keep quiet right now, because the moon's also in an in conjunction to Uranus. And this is literally when we pop our mouth off, when we're trying not to get mad, but we explode. And because it's moon involved, it's hot feelings or hurt feelings, because anger is really sadness turned inward. Depression is anger turned inward, and that comes from the sadness of being angry over shocking things or those Neptunian deception things when we're living with liars or people who deceive or try to drain us. And that's sadness and madness really are, holding hands in this of turmoil. And we don't want that for you. Keep in mind that there's great healing energy, though, with Jupiter and Chiron, and the moon will now be trying Chiron too on Wednesday, which again is repeating that healing, that health, that cooperation, that problem resolving, forgetting, forgiving. And that's so, so good. We also have the moon in Sagittarius finally on Wednesday, which is lovely for all Sagittarians. And you can really express yourself and your creative side. You can really profess your love and your feelings. This is great for married couples because the moon is going to be in a sextile to Venus. And the couples who are in love, most especially those of you that are coupled that are Aquarius to Sag, yummy. My daughter and son-in-law have this combination. They work well together. They're excellent partners. They'll go the long run. This is also excellent for Aries and Libras too, who are in love. And so again, Sag married to Libra is a really nice combination, and Libra to Aquarius is a really nice combination. And this energy screams make love, not war. Now on Thursday, This is a good day to put your nose to the grindstone, to get healthy and to get to the gym. Mars moved direct last week. So this is great for physical stamina, and you can hear the power and strength in my voice. Feels good to have muscles. It looks good too. So if you're a vain type and you do it just for that, so what? Just do it. Look good, feel good, be good, do good. I would say that Thursday is a good day to work alone and quietly because of some of that contentious energy, instigative energy that's here the day before that kind of bleeds over. This will be Capricorns and Aries at it again, because what's going to piss Capricorn off is how pushy Aries can be. So who in your life is pushy and really gets under your skin because you're kind of chill? We earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo, are chill. We're made of the earth and the ground. We're practical, we're reliable, we're responsible. And sometimes the areas of energy can really nag us. People that are in a hurry, people that are pushing and shoving in the grocery store or in malls or in group settings is a thing. And so also this energy is pretty self-involved, this conflict between the Capricorn and earthy energies to this pushy Aryan energy that's being ignited by Mars in Gemini going direct. So this can really irk authority figures and really piss off administrators. The other thing is that we've got the moon in a square to Jupiter. So Thursday also, I talked a lot about this last week with arrogance when I was warning that Leos could be a little bit, self-inflated. And this again is that same inconsiderate others that really get under our skin. And this is mostly going to be fire sign people that are being snobby and pushy and really aggravating earth people. So on Friday the 20th now, happy birthday Aquarius. This is the population of our geniuses. This population has the most genius, also the most homosexual, which is pretty interesting because it's Uranian ruled, and Uranian people and types are rebellious and deviate the norm. Come and study astrology. You'll get all the ins and outs and understand the motivation and intention of everybody you love, everybody you know, everybody you read for. And you got the juice when you know astrology, when you are an astrologer. Love is all around you, Aquarians. This is a great year for you. It could be the year that you get married or make final commitments. It's really important, or sign adoption papers, or decide to go get pregnant in a technological way. It's a big deal. The other cool thing is that love is all around because Venus is there, so you're going to look more beautiful. I'm encouraging you to go really get beautiful. Go get some beauty treatments, spiff up, buy some new threads, and look good. Aquarius, it's your birthday. Come to my website and get yourself a new birthday reading. I have Time Lord readings that are incredible, where I map out the whole year for you. And then I have, I'll progress your chart to the here and now, where you are at this particular age, if you've already had a birth chart reading. And if you haven't, well, what are you waiting for? Come get one. All right. So the other thing is the moon is Cazimi, and this is an auspicious, blessed gift. When Venus is Cazimi, we call you the sweethearts of the kings or sweethearts of the queens. And this is really nice, especially for Capricorn too. The moon in Capricorn is conjunct Mercury. So Capricorn, if somebody was annoying you like an Aries or a Gemini earlier in the week, you can get a lot done today. The moon is also conjunct Venus, which is when we should be taking our sweethearts out for dinner, taking them on dates. We should really be treating the ladies in our lives, our moms, our daughters, and men. Treat your women well. Treat your mothers and your wives and your girlfriends like gold, and watch how nice your relationship turns out. This is a great night for date night. The moon is now, instead of in an inconjunction to Uranus, it's now in a trine. And that's excellent for all of us that are Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. So this is a very, very auspicious and healing day. I really like it. Again, the warning is Capricorn, beware of Aries and Gemini. They will piss you off. And for Sagittarius, stay away from the Geminis. Stay away from trivia. I mean, stay away from trivial details too, because that's really not your jam anyway. Sag is better at looking at the big picture and is more the berth is wide for their mental ability. That's why they're so annoyed by picky little Geminian things, or things when people get lost in the details, which Virgo can do, Gemini does. And that's it. So this is your weekly forecast for January the 14th through the 20th. I hope you have a really happy week. I hope you have a healthy week. I hope you're getting rid of your old stuff, buying some new things, and making the world go around happy. Bye for now. Thank you.